Without Jews, Muslims wouldn't exist, but the Jewish people also owe a great debt to the Muslims. I used to have many Jewish customers at my bakery, but in the last year I've lost a considerable amount. Hi, my name's Nitch. Welcome to a day in my life as a bakery owner. Anti-Semitism was created in Europe, where Jews were constantly being forced out of their homes. For over 400 years in London, not a single Jew was allowed to live there. Cast out, Jews often found safety in Muslim lands. Baghdad became one of the world's largest Jewish communities, where for centuries Jews freely practiced their religion. In Jerusalem, the Romans destroyed the Second Temple and massacred hundreds of thousands of Jews. For 500 years, not a single Jew was allowed in Jerusalem. After conquering Jerusalem, Omar, a close companion of Prophet Muhammad, brought the Jewish communities back. And for the first time in 500 years, Jews built their first synagogues and practiced their religion in Jerusalem. In Europe, not only were they not allowed to practice their religion, but they were considered lesser people, forced into jobs considered dishonorable by the church, specifically money lending. This fueled hatred and stereotypes. The case was the opposite in Muslim lands, where they were given the most honorable work and celebrated. In Baghdad's House of Wisdom, Jews were hired as scholars in advanced technology and science. Moses Maimonides, arguably the most influential Jew who ever lived, made all his achievements in Muslim schools, and served as a personal physician to Salah ad-Din. While in Europe, Jews were made to live in ghettos, in Muslim lands they were given high political positions. Samuel, a Jew, became the Prime Minister of Granada, ruling over what is considered the greatest Islamic kingdom in Spain. How awesome is that? This was unthinkable and unimaginable for the Europeans. When the Muslims lost Spain in 1492, Muslims and Jews were prosecuted together. Once again, Jews were cast out of Europe, and again it was the Muslim world who took them in. Ultimately, all the hate by the Europeans led to the Holocaust, where in the Grand Mosque of Paris, Muslims took the Jews in. It doesn't make sense what's happening in Gaza. How did we come to this point? How can we forget the great history between Jews and Muslims? This video is a reminder of who we are, that Muslims are not anti-Semitic, that we help preserve the Jewish religion and save millions of Jewish lives. Know your history, be proud of your history, be proud of who you are. This is something the Europeans cannot say when it comes to Jews. We pray the Jews will remember our brotherly bond and stop the insanity of what's happening in Gaza. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.